Hello, dear listeners of English Stories with Wisdom. Today, we bring you a tale of resilience, hope, and the courage to rise above life's darkest storms. Let us begin. Once, in a quiet corner of the world, there lived a young girl named Elena. Her days were filled with the warmth of her mother's love that felt like sunlight on her skin. Mama Elena would say, "Tell me the story of the brave little bird again." And her mother, with a voice as soothing as a lullaby, would tell her how the bird learned to fly even when the winds were against it. "You are my brave little bird, Elena," she would whisper, tucking her into bed. But when Elena turned 10, the winds of fate turned cruel. Her mother, her guiding star, left this world too soon. The house that once sang with laughter now echoed with the thunder of her father's rage. "Why can't you be more like your mother?" he would roar, his words sharp as knives. Elena, along with her two younger sisters, became shadows in their own home, their childhoods swallowed by fear. One stormy night, the tempest within her father grew to fierce. Elena, trembling like a leaf in the wind, fled to her aunt's house. "Please," she begged, "let me stay." Her aunt, with a heart as soft as morning dew, opened her doors. But the storm followed. Her father, consumed by guilt and despair, drank a poison meant to end his pain. He survived, but the scars remained. Elena was sent to a camp for children, a place where the sun seemed to shine a little brighter. For a few weeks, she tasted freedom, her laughter mingling with the rustling leaves. But the world outside was not kind, and soon she was back in the shadow of her father's rage. "I will never hurt you again," he promised, but promises, like dreams, can be fragile. At 16, Elena met Daniel, a young man with a smile that promised the moon. "You're beautiful," he said, and for the first time in years, Elena felt seen. "Come with me," he whispered, "and you'll be free." Desperate for escape, Elena followed him, her heart fluttering with hope. But love, as Elena would learn, can be a cruel illusion. Daniel's kindness faded like the setting sun, replaced by anger and violence. "I'm sorry," he would say after each blow, his words as hollow as the bottles he drank from. "I love you." And Elena, desperate for the love she had lost, believed him. At 17, Elena became a mother. Her daughter, a tiny beacon of hope, filled her heart with a love she had never known. "Maybe Daniel will change," she thought, her heart clinging to the fragile hope. But Daniel, true to his nature, found himself behind bars, leaving Elena alone once more. Her father, cold and unyielding, took her back, but his love was a distant memory. "You're not my daughter anymore," he said, his words cutting deeper than any blow. Elena, with her baby in her arms, felt the weight of the world pressing down on her shoulders. Years passed, and Elena's life became a cycle of fear and despair. Daniel, now free, returned to her, his promises as empty as ever. "Let's be together again," he said, and Elena, with no other choice, stayed. But the man she once thought would save her only brought more pain. One day, the storm within Daniel grew too fierce. He locked Elena in a room, her cries muffled by the walls that held her captive. "No one will love you," he said, his words a dagger to her heart. "You are nothing without me." But Elena, though battered and broken, still had a spark within her. "I deserve happiness," she whispered to the darkness. "I deserve peace." Her children, her little stars, gave her the strength to dream of a brighter future. "Life is never easy," she reflected, but true strength is not about never falling. It's about getting up after every fall. With each passing day, Elena found the courage to face her fears, to take the first step toward freedom. Elena's story is far from over. The road ahead is uncertain, filled with challenges and unknowns. But one thing is clear: she will not let fear dictate her life. "I will find the strength to leave," she vowed, her heart a beacon of hope. "I will create a new life for myself and my children." And so, with the stars as her guide, Elena took her first step toward a brighter future. "The darkness may be deep," she thought, "but even the smallest light can lead the way." As the sun rose on a new day, Elena stood at the edge of her old life, ready to embrace the unknown. "Love and freedom are what I long for," she whispered, her heart full of hope, "and I will find them, no matter how far I have to go." For Elena, the journey was just beginning. And though the path was uncertain, she knew one thing for sure: she would never stop fighting for the life she deserved. Thank you for joining us on this journey of courage and resilience. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Stories with Wisdom for more tales that inspire and uplift.